morning. Just a minute. Let me see if I can stick this up here somewhere. Nope. The whole little cottage is starting to smell a little musty with all this rain. It's been 7 or 8 days now, nonstop, pounding, and I'm telling you, it's starting to get to me a little bit. Are you putting things off because of certain things? Your hair's too messy. You can't go out because it's too tired to put makeup on. Not only that, look at my nails. I haven't had a chance to do my nails either. And I probably have some chinny chin hairs hanging in there too. Well, I'm having the same trouble trying to get a video to you. I'm saying I had 3 days worth of dishes here that I finally did last night. And the kitchen was a mess. Over here, I had things that I had bought at the store earlier in the week and just hadn't put them away yet. Cabinet things, not things for the refrigerator. And there were so many excuses I came up with. I had a whole load of wash on the bed that had to be folded. I had to do that. Plus I was exhausted. And the only time I was putting all my energy out was when I was out with Moosie at appointments for the doctor, whatever, where I was pushing the wheelchair, getting it in and out of the car. And that's where my energy went. And I thought, no, I'll make a video tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. Well, I've decided no more excuses. It doesn't matter. I'm going to do the video anyway. I've missed you, and I'm sorry. It's been a while since I've seen you all, and I have to admit, it's just gotten to the point where I say to myself, oh, the house is a wreck. I don't know whether it's the weather or my energy level, but this week it has been nil. It really has. So I'm at the point where I wonder, now where I'm starting to recoup, and my inertia, I guess that's the word that I would like to use. I looked that up, by the way, when I thought about that was me this week when I wasn't out going to doctor appointments with Moosie. And I thought inertia is that Newton's law of motion, something or other like that, where a still object is not in motion until something comes along and kicks it, moves it. Well, that's been me this week. I've been in a state of inertia, and now I've kicked myself, believe it or not. No one else has kicked me. I'm sorry. It's been one of those weeks when I wasn't out driving or going to a doctor with Moosie. I was just in that state of, I can't do anything else. So I've thought a lot about my energy and what is going to get me moving again and what I need to do. And I have a few things that I want to share with you about all this, including sleep. Now, one of the great things that happened this week, and there were a couple. Look at this. Do you know what this is? Do you recognize it? Do you know whose neck this has been around for 1 solid year with no lapses whatsoever? Well, the neck doctor was one of the doctors we visited this week. And about 3 weeks ago, he had done a CT scan on the request of our oncologist to check and see if perhaps this neck bone, C1 and C2, which had broken when he fell a year ago, almost exactly a year ago at this time. And we had been told by this neuro surgeon that it had not healed after 3 or 4 months, and that he probably would have to wear this brace for the rest of his life. So that's it. We left, and he's been very good about he's been very good about keeping it on. The only time we've had it off is if I had to give him a quick haircut or a shower or something. And lo and behold, it's off. Now he is scared. He feels very vulnerable. He's not moving his neck. The doctor did order some therapy for the home, someone to come and get his muscles working again. We were very excited about that. Yesterday, he changed his mind. Moose did. Said, no, don't want it. I think I can do it on my own. But you know what? He's not moving his neck yet. But he is sleeping without it. I think he's going to have to get used to this. But what this does is it opens up an avenue of one of the possible solutions of perhaps surgery, that perhaps they could remove this a tumor. It has not metastasized. They don't know where it came from. It's in a strange area though, so they have to figure that out. And at least it means that if they decide surgery is the best option, then it's okay for him to have it done now. And that's the surgeon's words. So it's been a great week. Moosie has also been on his medication for a week now, well, 5 days, and so far so good. No side effects whatsoever, so everything's going great. We do have to get the blood work going, which is going to be once a week, so there's still a lot of driving and getting Moosie in and out of the wheelchair, out of the car. And it takes a lot of energy on my part doing all this. I'm doing all the paperwork, all the organization. Quite frankly, that is really probably the toughest part of it all, because there's so many things to do. And I'm having a terrible time trying to set up the weekly blood work. Sometimes I type it all in. When I get it done, it disappears on me. So my kids are helping me with that now. But that's the good part of the week. There was one other. Oh, there was a bad part. Another tooth fell out of his mouth. So now we are revisiting different kinds of foods that Moosie can eat. You know, a year ago, exactly when this happened, Moosie had been dentaling for 6 months, and they were measuring his teeth and starting to pull teeth, getting ready for a whole set of dentures. And we were almost there. They had made the forms. They were about ready to pull the rest of the teeth in his mouth, and he fell, and we were not able to go back to the dentist because he literally couldn't move his head. It was not feasible. But with all his problems that he has, and there are many, his teeth are in bad shape, and he just lost another one in the front. So it's difficult with the foods, and we have to rearrange what he can eat. I will still eat some of those other things that we love, but his menu will change a little bit, and that means I'm going to have to start mincing some foods and things. It's not one thing, it's another, but I'm still hanging in there. Do you know, I still haven't gotten around to making that apple pie. And I'm going to show you my apples over here. Look at these great apples. These are the apples that Bonnie brought down to us from Idaho that she grows on her trees. And by the way, we have one pear left. Oh, these pears have been fabulous. Moosie and I have been splitting a pear every once in a while. So I did actually get the pie crust. I'm not going to make my own pie crust. And I was going to make it earlier in the week. The apples are still fine. Look at the size of these apples. So I think maybe today or tomorrow, I will definitely get that apple pie made. The other thing that I wanted to do was make a gingerbread cake. I was talking to Debbie earlier in the week, and she was telling me how she just felt the need to get cozy in the house and do something that was a little Christmassy. Her spirits have been down too. And she said, so she got up and she put a fire on, and she found a box of gingerbread mix in the house, and she made it, and it made the whole house smell wonderful. And when Barry woke up, she and Barry had gingerbread with whipped cream on top as with their coffee in the morning. Oh, that got into my head, and I said, I've got to have gingerbread. So That's one of the things I picked up. A nice gingerbread cake mix, which I'm going to do at some point when Moosie and I are sitting around and we need some Christmas spirit. Now, I have started to clear the mantle. It was my birthday mantle for a week, and now I've started to take all the pumpkins. I don't know where to put them because I can't even walk out the door. There's so much rain coming down. So I am making progress there, and I'm going to show you little bits. I also have 2 electric wheelchairs sitting in the living room. This is all my problem, obviously, with the house. It's definitely not Christmas cozy yet. And tomorrow's the day that Matthew's going to give Moosie lessons in how to ride this around. We have 2 of them he gave us, so I'm not ready for mine yet, but when we visit kids, yes, it might be a great option because my energy's going, and that's one of the big things I'm talking about today. All the things that I need to correct in my life to help that energy problem. And I've learned some things from some reading. You know me, I'm constantly learning and looking things up that I don't know anything about. And there have been some good suggestions that I think I can take advantage of. So let's get into this. Moosie's still sleeping. I don't know what I'm doing up so early. I kind of hang around until he gets up. It's about 8:30 right now. And I will be making him probably some oatmeal. That's one of the good things for him. And perhaps I will have a bowl this morning too. Look what I'm starting the day off with today. Believe it or not, this is oatmeal with a little bit of my True Whip in there and a bunch of blueberries. Lots of protein. And you know what? It's warm and it's good. I never eat oatmeal, but since I make it for Moosie 3 or 4 times a week in the winter, I'm going to try it. It's so good. Delicious. The light is going to seem a little bit dark, only because Micah has put some tarps by this nice window. I'm sitting in front of the nice bright window. However, because of the constant rain for a week, we didn't want our wall down there after they did all that shoring up of the land and the wall a couple months ago. He wanted to kind of cover things up with a tarp, and especially too, a part of the roof right here that joins the old porch roof had a little leak in it. So he had a tarp here. So this window's kind of covered right now with a tarp, and I don't have that nice light on it. So hopefully this is good. Forgot to mention one of my other projects. I promised Jenny that I would make a Christmas stocking, one this year. It gets very hard for me, and I haven't done any. I think last year or the year before, I think I made 2 for Tessie, or 1. I can't remember, but I haven't done any lately. And Bonnie said that she was going to start taking over the job, but she needs all the stuff that I have, my big tub. And one of these days I'm going to send it up with her so that she could keep the Christmas memory stockings that I've made for 40 odd people, if not more, in the family since Colleen was a little girl. And I've shown you pictures, I think, of one of my last videos. So I have the velvet, red velvet for the girls, green velvet for the boys. I do have the quilted lining in the shed, which I can't get to right now with all the rain. And I did want to go to Hobby Lobby. Now, I've been saying that for 3 days, that I was going to get out, get my jobs done early in the morning, get out and go to Hobby Lobby and get some of the little things that I put on the fronts of the stocking, maybe a sweet little angel or something or other. I do have some of those, but I'm not going to go through the shed looking for those right now. What else did I want to do? I wanted to go to a thrift shop. And do you know, with my inertia all week long, and the only things that I was saving my energy for were our doctor outings and pushing the wheelchair, I just couldn't get my butt in gear to do these things. And not only that, the rain. Every time I opened the door to go out, the rain was pouring down. I thought, it's not safe. It's not good for me to be out. So I didn't go. So today, I am going to try and get out. It's still raining, but it's supposed to stop today. So fingers crossed. No, fingers crossed that I get out, at least to Hobby Lobby. And by the way, as the day goes on, I think my energy is coming back. I've had my oatmeal for the day and I feel pretty strong. Now that's the other problem. You got to keep your legs going. I did shop earlier in the week, and of course, pushing the wheelchair keeps me going. You get a bit of that. But I noticed as I was bringing in things from the market a couple of days ago, when I managed to get out at 9 in the morning before the rain came, that when I carried two packages in each hand on the way in, I was doing my weightlifting, honestly. And I know you all say to me, Nanny, don't get someone to shop for you or do the shop and have it all delivered. I know I've told you this a million times. Thank you for saying all that, but I do need to keep my mobility. I need to keep my strength. And the only way that I'm going to do that is, rather than go to a gym or to do little exercises around the house that aren't going to amount to much, I'm doing things by shopping, by walking around, by carrying my own packages in, and of course, all the things that I do, taking the trash out and things that I need to do around the house. The children don't need to help me with all this now. I have this wonderful family. I know you say, well, the kids should help you with that, but they help me enough. And what I do is what I need to do right now. I am the one that is doing a lot of things around here. And if I'm not doing them, we're going to be in big trouble. So I got to keep going. And whether it's my weightlifting, my eating my oatmeal and running around doing things, even getting out just to get out for moi. And I need that for my mental stability. A little visit to the thrift shop does a lot of good. And who knows what I would find, right? So I will keep doing that. So thank you for all your suggestions. But for now, I know I complain a little bit here and there, but everything I'm doing is okay for me now. Everybody has their downs and their ups. I'm just like everyone else. I don't go into full depression, thank God. I found that through my life and all the things that we've been through, our life has not been perfect, just like yours. No one has a perfect anything, but you strive to do the best you can. And I have learned that I am a strong woman and I have survived whatever. Now, for what I've learned about sleep. As I was in one of my sleepless modes last night, and I play this game when I fall asleep, before I go to sleep, I'll say, okay, when I wake up, I will look at that clock and it will be almost exactly somewhere between 2.5 to 3 hours from now. I will never sleep more than that. And sure enough, every time that I open my eyes, especially if I go to sleep at 12, I wake up and look at the clock. I have this clock on the wall that I can see from my bed without glasses. And sure enough, guess what time it is? 3 o'clock or 3:30. Now, I have read about this phenomena called the 3 a.m. wake period. And there's all sorts of circadian rhythm ideas and everything about it. And probably it's true that our body does get used to working with the circadian rhythm of the world. And that's why we wake up at certain times. But a lot of people do manage to sleep a good 7 or 8 hours. And that's probably what we need. Now, I did learn, and I didn't know this, the best time to get sleep that works, real sleep, that's those 4 stages, the cycles of a good sleep, going from the non-eye movement to rapid eye, RPM, rapid movement, into your sleep that is going to help your body, repair your body from the day's whatever happened that day, or just your muscles get repaired. Sleep is not just rest, I learned. There's good sleep and there's bad sleep. You can sleep 9 straight hours, but if your body doesn't go through the 4 cycles, you need that. You need a good sleep, and there are ways to get that good sleep. So number one, I've been holding or trying to hold off sleep until maybe midnight so that I might sleep until, with waking periods of maybe 2 periods awake of 2 hours each or something, then maybe by 7 in the morning or 8, I would have 5 or 6 hours sleep. Horrible thinking. The best time to get your best repairing sleep, that's when your sleeping hours are not just rest hours, they're repairing muscles, they're helping your heart, they're helping the oxygen and the blood level in you. And those hours are between 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. Did you know that? Yes. And if you can manage to sleep all the way through, that's without getting up and going to the bathroom, etc. And that's pretty hard too, because that's one of my problems. You also have to cut the water earlier in the night. Sometimes, if I'm very tired, I've had a day that I've had an energetic day and done a lot, I might fall asleep at 7 o'clock at night and wake up at 9, and that's not supposed to be good either. So some of the other things are that your timing of your eating. If you have not eaten in 3 or 4 hours and it's time for you to go to bed, a little protein snack is a good idea. It will help you get that good sleep. And you know what those little protein snacks are. They're everything from a little bit of low-fat cottage cheese with maybe a little berries in it or something. The one I like, and I do have this snack fairly often, is apple slices with a little bit of peanut butter. That's great. It's good to have. Also, a Greek yogurt at night, some kind of a snack, or perhaps some tea. Now, I like chamomile tea, and these will help your body get into that deep REM sleep. And that sleep, by the way, the last cycle is the one where you dream, and that's supposed to be the best cycle, that when you're in that last 4th cycle of sleep, you are most likely maybe having a dream. And if you wake up in the morning and say, oh, I had a great dream, or I had an awful dream last night, that wasn't necessarily bad, because that was the time that your muscles were repairing. That rapid eye movement 4th cycle is the good one, if you can make it. Now, guess what? It takes 90 minutes to get through that cycle. So if you can manage to stay asleep for 90 minutes, did I say seconds? I did. If you can manage to stay asleep for 90 minutes, you are getting a good sleep. So that's all I'm going to talk about right now. That's what I've learned about sleep. I've been doing everything wrong, and I'm going to try and put these to work. You know what? I think that's enough. And besides, I don't think it's raining outside right now, maybe dripping. And maybe while I still have this energy from my oatmeal and whatever else, I might try and step out and maybe get to Hobby Lobby, or maybe even the thrift shop. I should have visited on Tuesday, because what if I see something fabulous? You get 30% off on Tuesday. So maybe I should wait until Tuesday for that one. So I have told you all about Moosie's neck brace. And as a matter of fact, I might take a picture of Moosie. It's going to look very nude, at least from the neck up. What do you think, Moses? There he is, Mr. America. Look how skinny that neck is. Now, can you turn it a little bit and show us what you've learned?
Where I want to
Ooh, good boy.
Up and down and back and forth, and the head doesn't fall off. The head had fallen off. and it rolls around on the floor. That's a dog.
Well, you're
Trying
getting
to
used
fit
to
it back on again.
Well, this was one of the best things that happened this week, huh?
Yeah.
That's for sure. You still have to shave, by the way.
I'm going to shave today, and tomorrow Matthew's coming to give me lessons
And those two wheelchairs sitting
on
over
the
there.
2 motor wheelchairs. Yeah.
Yep. Maybe we'll have a race down at the schoolyard.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I think I'm handsome.
He thinks he looks very handsome without his neck brace on. So I'll tell you, he looks a lot thinner from here up because his cheeks aren't pushed up with that brace. But isn't that good news? We're excited about that. So thanks for bearing with me through all this. This video is a lot to take in. I have to tell you, I'm just like everyone else. I have my times when I'm down and out, but I don't stay there, mainly because there is something inside me, thank God, that I can motivate myself and get myself back up, thinking about what it is I have to do, what I have to do, the way of sleep, the way of eating, the way of exercise. And it's a mindset. So ladies, if you run through these cycles of, and I'm not going to call it depression, it's nowhere near that. It's just those downer moments of inertia, and you're just not motivated to do anything at all. It's losing interest in something. It's not doing what you know you have to do, like me letting the kitchen go or not getting to certain tasks in the house. That's mainly because I just didn't have the energy because of the other things I was doing. But you still have things you have to do. Plan them. And my saying again that I've said so many times, and one of you lovely ladies told me this, and I will never forget it. Do what you can when you can. It's a good little motto, isn't it? Thanks so much for watching and bearing with me through all this. I will see you more often in the coming week, hopefully. We don't have any doctor appointments, but we do have to go have blood work done. And as soon as I can figure that out, I'll be okay. Plus, I'm going to get busy with my sewing of the stockings so that Jenny can get this hung up nice and early. Mwah! Love you all, my friends. Thanks for being here. Bye for now, and God bless us all, everyone.